Many people ask me, can you train your brain? Can you train your brain to make more money? Can you rewire your mind to create financial success? And the answer is yes. See, most people think making money is about working harder, grinding more, hustling 24/7. But let me tell you something. If hard work alone made you rich, construction workers and nurses would be billionaires. The truth is, money is a byproduct of your mindset. Your brain is the most powerful tool you have, but most people are running on old, outdated programs that keep them broke. They've been conditioned to struggle, to settle, to believe that money is scarce, that success is only for the lucky few. But what if you could reprogram your mind? What if you could train your brain like a muscle, strengthening the neural pathways that attract wealth and opportunity? That's exactly what we're going to do today. I'm going to show you how to rewire your beliefs, take massive action, and build an unstoppable mindset that creates financial abundance. So let's dive in. Let's start with the foundation, because before you can make more money, you have to shift what's happening in here. Clarity is power. Most people want more money. They want financial freedom, success, and the ability to live life on their own terms. But ask them a simple question. How much money do you want to make? And they hesitate. They give vague answers like a lot or enough to be comfortable. That's the first mistake. If you don't know exactly what you want, how can you expect your brain to help you get there? Clarity is power. When you clearly define the financial outcome you want, you activate your brain's reticular activating system, RAS, which starts filtering information to help you achieve it. Imagine walking into a crowded room and hearing your name called. Out of all the noise, your brain picks up on it instantly. That's because your RAS is trained to notice what's relevant to you. The same happens when you set a specific financial goal. Your brain begins to notice opportunities, ideas, and people that align with what you're aiming for. But if you're unclear, those same opportunities will pass you by unnoticed. So let's break it down. Instead of saying, I want to make more money, define an exact number. Let's say your goal is to make $100,000 per year. That's about $8,000 per month or $2,150 per week. Now, your brain has something tangible to work with. This isn't just wishful thinking. This is science. Neurological studies show that specificity strengthens neural pathways, increasing the likelihood of success. Once you define your financial target, the next step is writing it down. There's a massive difference between keeping a goal in your head and putting it on paper. Writing engages a different part of the brain, the prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for focus, decision-making, and goal setting. A Harvard study found that people who write down their goals are 42% more likely to achieve them than those who don't. That's nearly a 50% increase in success just by taking the time to clarify and document what you want. But here's the key. Don't just write it once and forget about it. You need to revisit it daily. Look at it every morning and every night. Speak it out loud. The more you remind your brain what the target is, the more it will work in the background to find ways to reach it. Think of it like a GPS. If you don't input a specific destination, you'll end up wandering aimlessly. But when you give it clear coordinates, it maps out the best route and adjusts along the way. Some people resist setting financial goals because they're afraid of failure. They think, what if I don't hit the target? But the truth is, without a target, you're already failing. Clarity doesn't guarantee instant success, but it dramatically increases. You may not hit $100,000 in the first year, but maybe you get to $75,000. That's still a massive jump from where you were. And once you get close, your brain pushes for the full amount. Clarity also creates motivation. A vague goal doesn't excite you. But when you picture exactly what $100,000 a year means, maybe it's traveling first class, driving your dream car, or buying your dream house, You create an emotional connection. That emotional charge fuels action. The brain is wired to seek pleasure and avoid pain. So when you associate your goal with something deeply desirable, you build the drive to achieve it. Lastly, clarity eliminates distractions. When you don't have a clear goal, it's easy to get pulled in different directions. You chase random opportunities that don't align with your bigger vision. But when you have a specific financial target, decision-making becomes easier. You ask yourself, does this move me closer to my goal or further away? If it doesn't align, you say no. That kind of focus is what separates high achievers from the rest. Affirmations rewire the brain. Once you have clarity on your financial goal, the next step is to program your brain to believe it's possible. This is where affirmations come in. Most people think affirmations are just positive thinking, but they're actually a powerful neurological tool. When repeated consistently, affirmations strengthen neural connections in the brain, making success feel more natural and attainable. Let's break this down scientifically. Your brain is made up of billions of neurons that communicate through electrical and chemical signals. Every time you think a thought, you strengthen the neural pathways associated with it. If you repeatedly tell yourself, "I'll never make more money," your brain wires itself to reinforce that belief. But if you say, "I am very happy and it's amazing that I am making $10,000 a month," you start rewiring those pathways for success. There's proof of this in neuroscience. Studies on neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself, show that what you focus on repeatedly becomes your reality. Athletes use this technique all the time. Olympic swimmers visualize their races hundreds of times before stepping into the pool. They mentally rehearse every stroke, every turn, and every breath. By the time they compete, their brain already believes they've won. The same principle applies to making money. If you repeatedly affirm your financial goal, your brain starts treating it as reality. But here's the catch. Affirmations alone won't work unless you attach emotion to them. You can't just say the words like a robot. You have to feel them. When you affirm, "I am making $10,000 a month," close your eyes and imagine that money coming into your account. See yourself logging into your bank and watching the numbers go up. Feel the excitement. Feel the gratitude. The stronger the emotion, the faster your brain rewires itself. There's a reason behind this. The limbic system, the part of your brain responsible for emotions, plays a huge role in memory and learning. When you attach strong emotions to an affirmation, the brain treats it as a significant event. It prioritizes that information and works harder to make it a reality. This is why traumatic memories stick with us for years, because they were highly emotional experiences. But you can use this same mechanism to program success into your subconscious. Another critical part of affirmations is repetition. You can't say it once and expect miracles. Just like going to the gym, you need consistency. That's why you should repeat your affirmations every morning and every night. The reason? Your brain is most receptive to new programming right after waking up and right before sleeping. These are the times when your conscious mind is relaxed and your subconscious is more open to new beliefs. There's even evidence to support this. Research in cognitive psychology shows that the first and last things you think about each day have a disproportionate impact on your subconscious mind. This is why people who go to bed stressed often wake up feeling anxious. It's because their subconscious was processing negative thoughts all night, but when you go to sleep affirming financial success, your brain works overnight to reinforce that belief. Now, some people struggle with affirmations because they don't believe them at first. If you're used to thinking, "I'm broke," then saying "I make $10,000 a month" might feel fake. But here's the secret. You don't have to believe it right away. Just like learning a new skill, belief comes with repetition. The more you say it, the more your brain normalizes it. Over time, you shift from this is impossible to maybe this could happen to this is my reality. A great way to make affirmations even more powerful is to write them down. There's a neurological advantage to physically writing things by hand. Studies show that handwriting activates multiple regions of the brain, strengthening retention and belief. So instead of just saying your affirmation, write it down every single day. This reinforces the message on a deeper level. Lastly, affirmations should be framed in the present tense. If you say, I will make $10,000 a month, your brain registers it as something in the future, always just out of reach. But when you say, I am making $10,000 a month, your brain treats it as happening now. This subtle shift makes a massive difference. Your brain is the most powerful tool you have. When you use affirmations to rewire it for financial success, you train it to focus on opportunities, take bold actions, and attract the wealth you desire. Visualize success. Your brain doesn't know the difference between reality and imagination. When you close your eyes and vividly picture yourself achieving a goal, your brain fires the same neural pathways as if it were actually happening. This is why visualization is one of the most powerful tools for financial success. When you consistently visualize making more money, your brain begins to accept it as real and you start acting in ways that align with that vision. Think about professional athletes. Before stepping onto the field, they mentally rehearse their performance. A basketball player imagines sinking free throws. A golfer pictures the belief in swing. A sprinter sees themselves crossing the body language influences emotion. Studies have shown that when athletes visualize who is winning financially, their brain activity mirrors the actual physical performance. Another means they are training their brain for victory is to use external cues. You can use the same board with images that represent your financial goals. If your goal is to make pictures of the home you want, the places you want to visit, the experiences you want to have, place it somewhere visible. So you see it every day. And see yourself logging into your bank account. At the forefront of your mind and reinforces the mental imagery you're creating. Your subconscious mind works like a GPS. Payments when you input a clear destination. The more visualization you add, the more powerful the exercise becomes. If you get a direct deposit from your business, filters out distractions. Visualize the notification relevant opportunities into focus. See your financial statements showing the more momentum. Five-figure my achievers in every field use the strategy because they understand that your emotions starts in the mind before it manifests in reality. Picture the money flowing into your account, visualizing. If your mind tries to tell you that making more money is impossible with financial success, how does it feel to know that you have the resources to take care of your family, invest in opportunities, redirect your life you've always wanted? When you engage emotionally, you activate the limbic system, which strengthens the constantly rewiring itself based on what you focus on. So when you repeatedly visualize to repetition, success, the more you visualize financial success, the more natural it becomes. Engage emotionally. Feel strange, try to change their financial situation, not currently earning the amount you desire. If they work hard over time, more strategies begins to the right opportunity. Vision is reality. More money. It starts looking for ways to turn this visualization into a tangible outcome. Emotion. You'll notice the way you feel about money determines how much of it you attract. The confidence to take action drive your actions, and your actions visualization is most effective. If you want to make more money, practice, you must engage emotionally with the idea of financial success. Close your eyes and immerse yourself in the vision of your financial success because they make it as vivid as possible. Part of your brain responsible for motivation and decision making. If you associate money with stress, fear, or frustration, your brain will resist financial success. But if you link money to excitement, confidence, and gratitude, your brain will find ways to bring more of it into your life. As if you just about how you massively feel when you check your bank account. Do you feel anxious? Do you focus on what's missing? If so, you're reinforcing a negative emotional connection with money. To change this, start associating financial abundance with positive emotions. Every time you visualize money flowing into your life, feel the joy and security it brings. Imagine the sense of freedom that comes with financial success. The stronger the emotion, the more deeply your brain will accept the new reality. Gratitude is one of the most powerful emotional states for attracting wealth. When you feel grateful for what you have, your brain shifts into a state of abundance. Instead of focusing on lack, you start seeing opportunities. A simple practice is to say, I am so grateful that I am making $10,000 a month. Feel the gratitude as if it's already happening. Your brain doesn't distinguish between real and imagined experiences, so when you consistently feel grateful for financial success, you train your mind to expect more of it. Another way to engage emotionally is to celebrate small wins. Every time you make money, no matter how small, acknowledge it with excitement. When you celebrate, you release dopamine, the brain's reward chemical. This strengthens the neural pathways associated with financial success, making it easier to repeat and expand. Most people only celebrate big milestones, but high achievers celebrate progress at every level. This keeps them motivated and reinforces their belief in success. Your environment also plays a role in shaping your emotions around money. If you surround yourself with people who complain about finances, you absorb that energy. If you spend time with people who are excited about wealth and growth, you naturally adopt a similar mindset. Be mindful of what you expose yourself to, whether it's conversations, media, or social influences. The more you immerse yourself in a positive financial environment, the easier it becomes to maintain empowering emotions. Music can also be a powerful tool for shifting emotional states. If you struggle to feel excited about money, create a playlist of songs that make you feel powerful, confident, and unstoppable. Listen to it before visualizing your financial success. This primes your brain to associate money with positive energy, making it easier to take bold actions. If you want to accelerate your results, practice emotional priming. Before making financial decisions, put yourself in a peak emotional state. Stand tall, breathe deeply, and recall a time when you felt completely in control of your life. When you operate from a place of confidence and certainty, you make smarter financial choices. Your emotions act like a magnet. The energy you put out determines what you attract. If you engage emotionally with financial success, you create an internal shift that aligns your thoughts, actions, and habits with wealth. Your brain starts working for you instead of against you. The stronger your emotional connection to making more money, the faster you will see results. Rewire limiting beliefs. Your beliefs shape your financial reality. If you believe making money is hard, you will always struggle financially. If you believe wealth is only for certain people, you will subconsciously sabotage your success. Your brain filters reality based on what you believe. So if you want to make more money, you must identify and rewire limiting beliefs. Most of these beliefs come from childhood, what you heard from parents, teachers, or society. Statements like, money doesn't grow on trees, or rich people are greedy, create subconscious barriers. The first step is awareness. Pay attention to your thoughts about money. When you think about earning more, do you feel resistance, fear, or guilt? That's a sign of a limiting belief. Once you identify it, challenge it. Ask yourself, is this absolutely true? Find evidence that disproves it. Replace the limiting belief with an empowering one. Instead of money is hard to make, say, opportunities to make money are everywhere. Instead of, I'm not good with money, say, I am learning and improving every day. Repeat these new beliefs daily, just like affirmations. Your brain rewires itself through repetition. So the more you reinforce positive beliefs, the more they become your default mindset. Visualization helps strengthen this process. Picture yourself confidently making and managing money. Feel the certainty and ease. Surround yourself with people who have empowering money beliefs. Their mindset will influence yours. Consume books, podcasts, and content that align with financial success. Every time you replace a limiting belief with an empowering one, you reshape your financial future. Take aligned action. Belief without action leads nowhere. You must take aligned action toward your financial goals. Clarity is the first step. Be specific about how much money you want to make and why. When you have a clear target, your brain starts looking for ways to achieve it. Break the goal into smaller, actionable steps. If your goal is $10,000 a month, calculate how much you need to earn daily or weekly. Identify opportunities to reach that target, whether through a business, investments, or increasing income at your job. Take consistent action, even if it's small. Many people wait for the perfect moment, but success comes from momentum. Every step you take reinforces your belief in your ability to create wealth. Track your progress. Seeing growth keeps you motivated. If something isn't working, adjust and try again. The most successful people are not those who never fail, but those who persist. Surround yourself with action takers. Their energy will push you forward. Eliminate distractions and excuses. Your time and focus are your greatest assets. When you align belief with action, financial success becomes inevitable. Condition your mind daily. Your brain is like a muscle. It strengthens with consistent training. Just as you wouldn't expect to build physical strength by going to the gym once, you can't expect to transform your financial mindset without daily conditioning. Every day, feed your mind with thoughts, images, and emotions that align with wealth. Start your morning with affirmations. Repeat statements like, I am attracting financial abundance, or opportunities flow to me effortlessly. Say them with conviction and emotion. Visualize your financial goals as already achieved. See yourself living the lifestyle you desire, feeling the freedom and confidence that comes with financial success. Reinforce these thoughts by consuming empowering content, books, podcasts, or videos from successful individuals. Be mindful of your environment. Avoid negativity and scarcity-focused conversations. Surround yourself with people who inspire growth. Practice gratitude daily. The more you focus on abundance, the more your brain seeks and creates opportunities. Condition your mind at night before bed. This is when your subconscious is most receptive. Review your goals, visualize success, and reinforce your belief in financial abundance. Daily repetition strengthens neural pathways, making wealth consciousness your default state. So now you have the blueprint, you have the steps. You know exactly how to train your brain to make more money, to rewire your limiting beliefs, to take massive aligned action, and to condition your mind daily for financial success. But here's the thing, knowledge without action is worthless. If you walk away from this and do nothing, nothing changes. But if you apply this, if you wake up tomorrow and commit to reprogramming your mind, if you take control of your thoughts, if you reinforce these beliefs every single day, your financial future will transform. It's not about luck. It's not about talent. It's about rewiring your brain for wealth. Now go out there and make it happen. This is Tony Robbins Track, and I'll see you at the top.